It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. I know not all that may be coming, but be it what it will, I'll go to it laughing. A smile is the chosen vehicle of all ambiguities. We cannot live only for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow men, and among those fibers, as sympathetic threads, our actions run as causes, and they come back to us as effects. It is not down on any map. True places never are. I do not think I have any inheritable prejudice against the rattlesnake. Still, I should not like to be one. Better to sleep with a sober cannibal than a drunk Christian. As for me, I am tormented with an everlasting itch for things remote. I love to sail forbidden seas and land on barbarous coasts. Of all the preposterous assumptions of humanity over humanity, nothing exceeds most of the criticisms made on the habits of the poor by the well-housed, well-warmed, and well-fed. There are certain queer times and occasions in this strange mixed affair we call life when a man takes this whole universe for a vast practical joke, though the wit thereof he but dimly discerns, and more than suspects that the joke is at nobody's expense but his own. I'd write all things, I achieve what I can. I would prefer not to. Ignorance is the parent of fear. Talk not to me of blasphemy, man. I'd strike the sun if it insulted me. For there is no folly of the beast of the earth which is not infinitely outdone by the madness of men. To the last I grapple with thee. From hell's heart I stab at thee. For hate's sake I spit my last breath at thee. And heaven have mercy on us all, Presbyterians and pagans alike, for we are all somehow dreadfully cracked about the head, and sadly need mending. Call me Ishmael. Human madness is oftentimes a cunning and most feline thing. When you think it fled, it may have but become transfigured into some still simpler form. There is a wisdom that is woe, but there is a woe that is madness. And there is a Catskill eagle in some souls that can alike dive down into the blackest gorges, and soar out of them again and become invisible in the sunny spaces. And even if he forever flies within the gorge, that gorge is in the mountains, so that even in his lowest swoop the mountain eagle is still higher than other birds upon the plain, even though they soar. A man thinks that by mouthing hard words he understands hard things. I love to sail forbidden seas, and land on barbarous coasts. Think not is my 11th commandment, and sleep when you can is my 12th. Who in the rainbow can draw the line where the violet tint ends and the orange tint begins? Distinctly we see the difference of the colors, but where exactly does the one first blindingly enter into the other? So with sanity and insanity. To enjoy bodily warmth, some small part of you must be cold, for there is no quality in this world that is not what it is merely by contrast. Nothing exists in itself. If you flatter yourself that you are all over comfortable, and have been so long time, then you cannot be said to be comfortable anymore. For this reason a sleeping apartment should never be furnished with a fire, which is one of the luxurious discomforts of the rich. For the height of this sort of deliciousness is to have nothing but the blanket between you and your snugness and the cold of the outer air. Then there you lie like the one warm spark in the heart of an Arctic crystal. Methinks we have hugely mistaken this matter of life and death. Methinks that what they call my shadow here on earth is my true substance. Methinks that in looking at things spiritual, we are too much like oysters observing the sun through the water, and thinking that thick water the thinnest of air. Methinks my body is but the lees of my bed of being. In fact, take my body who will, take it I say, it is not me.